welcome to today's reading, which is going to be What Would They Say to You Now? So, this is going to be looking into how do they view you now? What do they think about you? What are they telling their friends about you? And things like that. So, this could be in regards to an ex, relationship, family, friend, whatever the case may be, okay? So, think of your person and choose a pile. And if you feel drawn to more than one crystal, you can listen to more than one pile. There may be multiple messages here for you. I'm going to timestamp the piles down below. And then I'll show you what we have here. So pile number one is going to be this really big rose quartz crystal tower. And if you like these towers, I have them on sale on my Etsy shop. The link's in the description box down below. Pile number two is going to be this honey calcite tower. And pile number three is going to be the Afghan jade crystal tower. I do want to say, before I even shuffle the cards for any deck, I am hearing there's a song by Russ, and I think it's called Perfectionist. I'm not sure, but I keep hearing the line like I'm a recovering perfectionist like over and over and over in my head. So I feel like that is going to be relevant to all three piles. But again, pause if you need to. Use your discernment, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number one. All right, pile number one, for those of you who chose the rose quartz crystal tower, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. And how we're going to do it is I have the oracle cards here. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the tarot first, and then, wow, okay. And then we're going to clarify with the oracle cards. I want to say that whatever this situation is, whoever this person is to you, they really caused a lot of chaos in your life, and they completely caused a 360. I feel like the growth and the change that you have endured since if you guys are separated, since this person has left, it runs deep. Okay, you guys have done a lot of inner healing and work to get to where you are now. I feel like this person doesn't they wouldn't even know how to play you or manipulate you the way that they did in the past, because they don't have that access to you like that, and because you have healed certain triggers, and maybe some form of the shadow aspects of yourself that maybe were delicate at the time when you were in connection with this person, but again, now this person can't push you the way that they would like, but I feel like they're trying. Okay, my left ear is ringing, but I feel like they're either trying to talk to you or talk about you. It's like they're trying to get a reaction from you. Okay, pile number one. I'm gonna move this to the side and shuffle. Wow, I'm getting ahead of myself. Shuffle the tarot cards, and the camera's not going to focus until there's a card here on the table, just so you guys know. Have some patience with me. But I do want to say that this person, without even shuffling, wow, there's a lot coming in without even, wow, this is a lot. This person, okay. This person has been talking about you. I don't know if this is fresh or not. If you guys have separated from each other, they've been talking about you, okay? But their stories are not making sense. Their timelines are all over the place, and people are finding it hard to believe what they're saying, because I feel like you're not feeding in to the game that they're trying to play with you, and other people are noticing that, okay? So what would they say? Let me take this in a different direction with you guys, pile number one, because this is a lot. I want to know what happened here, okay? And then you guys can decipher whether or not this resonates with you. So what happened here with pile number one and the person they're wondering about? Okay, there's someone in the other room and their phone is ringing, and that is very relevant here. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay, I had to pause the video and take care of that because it was distracting, and I feel like this person may be trying to distract you from your growth or your healing, or kind of like distract you in a way that they feel like if I do this or if I say this, they won't walk away, or they'll come back to me. Um, and they may be like reaching out, calling you from a restricted number, or you're about to get a phone call or a text message. Like this person is like actively reaching out or is about to reach out, okay? Um, but again, it's like I feel like this person views you as like almost, it's like they view you as untouchable, and that makes them really mad, okay? Like they see that you are powerful, that you are strong, that you have these, and it sounds almost kind of corny, but it's like they see that you have these very loving and nurturing tendencies, but you also have boundaries and you're not willing to allow this person to overstep them or to even cross back into your life. And they are mad, okay? They are so mad. Tell me more about this. I feel like, okay, if this person is the type of person who always kind of tried to belittle you or poke you or make you feel bad about yourself, or did or said things to make you insecure, it's because that's how that person felt around you or with you. It's like, for a bunch of you, I am getting, an ex, but I am also getting an energy of like coworkers or friends who saw you as, like, I want to say like out of their league, but that's not the right word. It's like they saw you as, um, kind of like a level up from where they were at, and it made them feel intimidated, of you, or intimidated by you, though that wasn't your intention. That's how they felt, okay? And that's why they treated you the way that they did, okay? Okay, so what happened here? Okay, you guys, this is a typical, reading that you would see on your For You page on TikTok. But listen, I would never lie to you guys of the cards that are right in front of my face, because I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's ass, okay? But this is genuinely a situation where you and somebody had a falling out. You guys don't work together anymore. You guys aren't in a relationship or friends anymore, whatever. But ever since you walked away from a situation or from a person, your life has gotten a whole lot better. And I feel like this person may be resisting the change that they need to make in order to level up. And that they're not focused on, themselves and maybe what they could work on in order to, get out of this feeling of jealousy and frustration that they've been stuck in. They're not necessarily ignoring it, right? Because they feel it, but they're not paying attention to, maybe it's me the problem. They're looking at you and they're just envious of where you're at and how your life has unfolded ever since you guys split up, okay? Or um, ever since you walked away or they walked away, whoever walked away, okay? Like, your life has changed a lot. Whether it's been 2 days or whether it's been, 12 years, okay? Wow, okay. They're jealous of the success, and that's just what it is. And I do have to say that this person is somebody they are a person that's hurt. They are somebody who, um, they have yet to heal, their internal wounds, but you're not responsible for that. So for them to be envious of you is really telling that they just still have a lot to figure out, okay? And then we have obstacles and challenges and choose wisely. And I feel like, let me clarify obstacles and challenges here real quick, because this, for some of you, they could have tried to re enter your life or caused some sort of challenge here within your life, try to intervene with something here. I am getting more of intervening with your healing process, and this could be somebody coming forward like, "Hey, I just want to talk," or "I just want closure," or it's even them, reaching out, just saying hi, whatever it is. It's like them trying to intervene with your healing process, and I see again like these strong, firm walls that you have built up, but they're healthy, they're boundaries, okay? And you have chosen not to respond or not to go back, not to feed into that negative energy that they have, because you can feel that it's not genuine, and something that's not authentic and not genuine does not resonate with you anymore, okay? And the fact that they can't get in is really making them spiral. Clarify obstacles and challenges. We'll get one more card and then we'll see maybe what they would say. I feel like pile number one, you guys want to know maybe what they would say to you, but I don't know. I feel like it's going in a different direction. Um, so we have the waiting game. They're mad. The thing that upsets them the most is that you made it look easy and it happened very fast for you, in their opinion, okay? They think that, you just skipped away just right into a pile of treasure, okay? And they feel envious because they want you to suffer the way that they are suffering. What they don't know is that you have done that internal work, and for some people it takes longer, and for some people it happens very quickly, because um, some people are ready to accept that, parts of them need attention and need some work. And other people are a little bit more resistant or reluctant to even kind of consider looking into themselves and considering that maybe, they have some things that they need to work on. It's a little bit easier to point the finger, right? But that is coming from a more immature, unhealed type of energy. Which is fine. Everybody's been there, but I feel like pile number one, you guys were open to doing something different because you did not want to live like this anymore. You did not want to feel like this anymore. And you guys were really just very successful ever since you have done that. And again, it's like this person feels like you deserve to go through a lot of setbacks the way that they are. They're, again, like it's just a lot of anger and jealousy that you're not suffering how they are. But the reason why, again, that they are suffering is because they still have yet to figure it out. That maybe they have some things that they need to heal, to work on. That may take 5 minutes. It may take 5 years. Who knows? But that is what's going on in the current energy between you guys, right? So let's look at what do you. I'm feeling pointed. That's not the right word. I'm feeling guided to look into a different question, not necessarily what they would say to you now, because I feel like you guys are very, I want to say like self aware, but just all, you guys are very familiar with this person. You guys are aware that this person is in this energy and hasn't changed much. And I feel like you could kind of expect what this person would tell you. Um, like, okay, I'm hearing like some of you guys may want to know, like, what did they learn? What did they take away from it? I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'm just going to let spirit do their thing, okay? Because there's a lot going on, but I don't feel the question of what they think of you now or what they would say to you now needs to be looked into, because I don't necessarily feel like most of you guys are into that. Um, and if you do want to know, I would say maybe continue to watch. We'll see what comes out. And if it doesn't come out and you want to know more, maybe look into the other piles here. But tell me, what does pound number one need to know? Okay, okay. I see. I feel that, okay, for some of you guys, here's the here's the question that's being answered here. Um, do they know? Like, do they know what they did wrong, or do they know what the truth is? Because this person has always played the blame game and always made you feel like it was your fault, right? And I feel like, coming from a genuinely like curious perspective, it's like you guys are kind of, may have that lingering question of like, are they really that disconnected that they feel like they've done nothing wrong, or do they know that they played a part in this connection falling apart? The answer is yes, okay? This person does know why the relationship fell apart. Like, okay, this, I don't know if this person is a narcissist. I would say they more have narcissistic tendencies. Um, I don't know if they're full blown, because I feel like this person, yeah, they could grow if they wanted to. Anyways, I do feel like this person, deep down, they know the reason why everything fell apart. And that is what they struggle the most with, is knowing the truth. Because knowing the truth means that they have to be honest with themselves and kind of self reflect, right? Where did things go wrong? Who did what? And I feel like they are the root cause to a lot that happened between you guys, and it doesn't really sit comfortably with them. And it's not supposed to, because these things, they need attention, they need work, and it's going to continue to make them feel angry and uncomfortable and suffocated, until they kind of surrender to that idea of like, maybe healing or maybe looking into these things isn't completely a negative thing. Um, maybe I could benefit from that, but they're just not there yet. But they are aware. Let's see, tell me more. Oh, this is frustrating. I would see why I want to. Okay, I can see why most of you guys, or maybe all of you guys, have built up very firm and strong boundaries when it comes to this person. Because, like I said, this person could be a narcissist. I'm getting more narcissistic tendencies, because I feel like this person watches you now and they see how you talk or how you interact with people or what you like or what you're doing, and they try to copy it, to make themselves look as if they were enlightened. And that is really frustrating to me, because it's a lot. It's something that's very hard to replicate when you're not there yet. Because your true colors will eventually come out when you're frustrated, when you're triggered. But when you're healed, those triggers could still be there, but it's like how to kind of navigate through them. And I feel like this person doesn't do a very good job with holding up that facade of like, oh, I'm this, I'm I'm this like healed being full of wisdom, because they haven't done any of the work to get there. And like I said earlier, I feel like people can really tell that they're not necessarily there. It's almost like a toxic hold that they have on spirituality or pretending to be enlightened. It's very strange, but it's like they strive to make others believe that they came out on top. And somebody that is healed is not in competition with anybody, maybe but themselves, right? So that is what they've been doing, just trying to mimic you, and pretend like, no, they're lying, I'm the healed one. But there hasn't been a lot of progress made. This person, if they talk enough, their true like anger, jealousy, and frustration kind of like seeps out. The way that they really feel is hard for them to hide because they get very triggered, by the fact that they feel rejected by you. Um, they feel like you don't need them, and I feel that the main game here for them was to kind of manipulate you to make you feel like you needed them. But you and this person both know that you don't need them. So, like I said, like this is a hard thing for this person to sit with. Okay, let's get an oracle card for you guys. Wow, tell me, what would you like pile number one to know when it comes to this person? Whoa. Okay, this one flew out and fell on the floor. Hold on. Okay, it didn't fly out. It gracefully came out. I'll just want to say that. We have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Um, I do feel like this word is very oversaturated. People calling themselves empaths, because I feel like, almost like anybody or everybody can be an empath, just depends on where you're at in your journey, right? Um, well, I'll say where you guys are at. You guys are definitely empaths, have been empaths. And I feel that this is going to come up here soon, like this need for you guys to get grounded. And like I said earlier, I feel like this person is going to reach out or going to try to come and disrupt this peace that you have created for yourself. And I feel like this is coming up soon here, and they may come off um, in a very kind way, and you may question, has this person changed? Have they really realized what they've done, how they hurt me, and like, are they working on growth, things like that, right? um, Keep this in mind when this person does reach out to you. um, there's a need for you to just not respond right away, just kind of take a step back and ground your energy, because I feel like though you've worked through so much, it is possible for people who have healed their triggers to be triggered again, right? And I feel like this person is a trigger for you, because I feel like this is kind of the cycle that they continue to put you in, where it's like they make you feel bad, or they get your trust and then they completely flip on you and just do like a 180 or a 360, whatever it's called, and just show you a completely different version of themselves. And I feel like, yes, this person is still in that sort of trickster type of energy, and um, they may sound very convincing. So they're so good at kind of detaching you from your intuition. So whenever this happens, recognize, what you're feeling as, they write to you or as they call you, or even if you run into them in person. Recognize what your body is telling you, and then take a step back before you kind of react or before you even respond. Ground your energy and then see how you feel afterwards. Because I feel like this is, again, like this person has a pattern, like this is a pattern. And then we have transformation. Things are changing at a wow, I can't say that word. Cellular level, deep healing. And then we have double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So the advice that's coming out for you here is that when this person again does reach out, they may throw you off. That's okay. Don't forget to ground your energy and listen to what your body and your intuition is telling you, because it has guided you to this point in your life and you are in a good place. And if your body's telling you something's off or your intuition is telling you that something is off, don't let anybody make you doubt that, okay? And I feel that you guys may let this person go with love. And that is the most mature thing that you could do at this point if you feel like you want to respond or communicate with them. But that is, the last step, kind of like that forgiveness, understanding that everybody's going through, different versions of their life at, this time. And there's really no need to hold any type of anger or resentment. Of course, I can't tell you how to feel, right? Um, but it does help you protect your peace by kind of recognizing, if I were feeling the way that they were and I was hurt and unhealed, I would want somebody to, if somebody wanted to I can't speak, walk away from me, I would want them to let me down easy or let me down with love, instead of telling me just how much of a terrible person I am. But I feel like this is an important step in your journey to kind of let them know that you're letting them go. Again, sending them with peace and love. I'm moving forward without you. And I do feel that not only is it going to kind of like upgrade you on a mature level and a spiritual level, it's also going to teach this person something. They may even finally decide to change from this. Like, this may be a tower moment in their life, and even if it doesn't, that's okay, because we're not in control of anybody or anybody's life. But you're going to continue to move forward, uplifting humanity. That is your main mission here, your purpose here on this earth, and you're doing a damn good job at it, okay? And this is the last kind of door that you have to close before you move into the next chapter. So, pile number one, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. If you like my content or my style of reading the cards, feel free to subscribe. I don't post consistently, but I am honest with my readings, that I can assure you of. If you want a personal reading or if you're into crystals, I have the links for my Etsy shop and then the readings in the description box down below. If you watched until this point in the reading, I very much appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number two. All right, pile number two, for those of you who chose the honey calcite tower, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. So how it's going to go is that I have the oracle cards here. We're going to shuffle these towards the end of the reading, but starting out the reading, I'm going to shuffle the tarot cards, and we're going to get the main messages from this deck. So just so you guys know, I'm going to move this to the side, and my camera is going to do this weird trying to focus thing until there's a card on the table. So just bear with me, and we're going to look into this. So what would your person say to you now? What do they think of you? How do they view you, and what are they telling their friends? All the tea. Okay, so let's get into it. Pile number two. There's a word that I want to use to describe the energy I'm feeling, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's similar to like, this is juicy. Like this There's a lot. I feel like you guys are gonna be like, wow. I'm feeling like the heart flutters. Like, I don't know, somebody's gonna be blushing. Somebody's gonna be like, I don't know if it's excited or what this is. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so tell me about pile number two's person. What would they say to you now? I just feel like you guys wouldn't expect this. Like this message that's about to come out, or their perspective or where they're at, you wouldn't expect it. Let me get into it. We got mental conflict in reverse. I will start by saying this person's mind is clear now. I feel like in the past they were very chaotic, all over the place, very much like, I don't know what I want, so I'm going to just do whatever. And that was at the expense of your feelings and your guys' foundation. I feel like this person, okay, I feel like some of you guys may I don't know. I'm feeling like some people may be getting like sweaty palms or like excited that this person is finally realizing what you have always wanted them to like realize, like to come to the conclusion of, because their mind is set, their focus is set, like their heart. Okay, for some of you guys, their heart now is in the right place. Is it a little too late? I don't know. Depends on how you guys feel about this person. But um, I feel like now they know what they want. And I want to say that it's you, um, but I want to get more cards before I say that. And we do have universe in reverse, but I feel like it's not supposed to come out yet. So um, let's see. Okay, I do want to say, wow, for some of you guys, this person is like your person, like the love of your life. For some of you guys, this could be someone you have children with, someone you were in a long-term relationship with. This person was like a canon moment, right, in your life, and it's like your feelings are strong for this person, and their feelings are they are coming up here. But I do want to clarify because I don't want to get your guys' hopes up if it takes a turn. So let's see. Tell me more. What's going on? How does this person feel about pile number two? What would they say? I feel okay. The reason I'm understanding now, the reason why I'm feeling like the heart pumping, the sweaty palms, like the rosy, like the hot cheeks, is that I feel like this person is ready or is almost ready to like come forward and like tell you like this is what I want or you are what I want. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay. This person now knows. This person knows where their heart lies. This person knows where home is. There could be a lot of situations out here, but for example, this could be a situation where this person could have cheated on you or left you for somebody else or left you for college or their career. Or just simply because they didn't know what they wanted, they didn't know where their heart, lied, or they weren't ready for commitment. But again, I feel like their perspective, for some reason, has changed. And I do feel like you are what they want now. And they're very sure of this. Let me see, is this a good idea for pile number two? Because, I want to make sure that, I don't give you guys advice and lead you in the wrong direction because everybody, everybody can change. Their wants and their needs are always changing. But balance and crown chakra, I feel like, man, usually I don't, I don't do readings like this because it's very oversaturated, but I can't deny what's in front of me. And this balance in crown chakra is telling me that both of you guys want each other. Both of you guys are sure that you both either love each other or you guys have a deep soul connection with each other. It's like I this is almost giving me like either like twin flame or soulmate type of connection. This is a deep uh, spiritual bond that you guys share, and I feel like they're going to let you know this. I feel like this is I how do I say this? I feel more strongly that this connection is going to fall into place with you and this person again. Um, and you guys may have taken a break or, separated for some time. And I feel like that time was needed for this person to kind of mature and figure out, what it was that they needed to figure out in order for, this happy ending to come together. So let's see here. Hold on. How do they view you? Okay. How do they view you now? What do they Okay, what do they think of you? Okay. So this person, I feel again whether it was 3 days or it was 17 years, okay? This person has had time to sit out. They had some time to um do listen, whatever they needed to do, but they eventually got to this point of reflection. And with a clear and open mind, they reflected on your guys' connection because you are somebody who they were not able to let go of. This person thought that they could let go of you and move forward, but it turns out that you stuck with them. It's like they will always have you in their heart, and um this spread here is showing that as they were reflecting, they realized, like, wow, like I really caused pile number 2 a lot of unnecessary heartache, hurt, pain, and I didn't give them what they wanted. And I feel like what you were asking from this person really wasn't a whole lot. It was just like, I just want to be happy with you, or something. It's like they made you feel like you were asking for the world, and you were just asking for like a little piece from them, whether that's love, affection, attention, and you beg them, and it may have annoyed them or irritated them at the time. But now they're like, wow, like they did not deserve that. They did not deserve that. And I feel like I have to make it up to pile number 2. I want to start again. I want to start fresh, and I want to show pile number 2 um, that I can give them what they need from me. And I do feel like they are sorry. And I feel like they want to let you know that they are sorry. Okay, so, all right. We have power in reverse, we have shadow and passion ignited. And I feel that what has been worked on this person's behalf is their ego. I feel that they it's like, in those kind of like romance movies where, there's like a guy who wants to go out and party, or it's just like not caring about anybody but themselves, and the person that genuinely loved them or cared for them, or the only person that genuinely loved and cared for them, they overlook, and that person eventually walks away, and then they're left with all these fake people. And um, it kind of takes that to realize, like, wow, like people like pal number two are very valuable and very hard to find. And I feel like they have kind of dropped that egotistical um, characteristic that they once like held, um, and like portrayed to the world, because I feel like they have found the root of the issue, when it comes to like why their ego was so big, or why they treated you the way they did. There's always some sort of like hurt or something that's unhealed, underneath the surface of things like that. That power hungry, needing to be in control type of energy. um, I feel like they found the root of that issue, and they have um, successfully evaluated it, understood it, and healed it, or worked through it. And I feel like that kind of opened up their mind and their heart to you even more, where they have this strong passion and this desire to start new with you. Because again, it's like they are really sorry for what they've done to you or how they treated you, and they want to make it better, because they know that you are the person that makes them feel alive. And that sounds very intense, but that's what it is. Let's get you guys some oracle cards here. Wow. Okay, wait. that's that's a lot. That's a lot. We'll take two. Okay. So we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration, and then we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So in regards to this person, like I said, it's like this person has had like a spiritual awakening, some form of like self-realization, and they are currently actively practicing being a better person. But the person that deserves not only an apology, but deserves, how do I say this? It's like they know that you are somebody, the most important person in their life, that deserves an apology from them, and that deserves that, what is that word? It's like that they have to make it up to you type of thing. They have to prove it to you, um, that they've not only that they've changed, but it's like, I'm sorry, and it's not just words this time. Here are my actions. Let me show you. That's what it is. Let me show you. um, and have you answered your deepest calling? They're on the way. They are on the move. Like, you are their deepest calling, because no matter what direction they tried to walk off in, it's like they were always pulled back to you, or their mind always went back to you. But more importantly, their heart was always with you. You know what I mean? We'll get one more card here. For whoa, 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 whoa. They have a lot to say, I'll say that. They have a lot to uh, apologize for and like catch up with, if that makes sense. And then we have protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval, and then don't dim to fit in. Wow. Okay. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Which makes so much sense here, because this is why, like, this person kind of had this realization that they were dimming their light to fit in with people that weren't meant for them. And that could have been, a relevant like argument that you guys could have had, where you're telling this person like, these people don't love you, these people don't care about you, like they'd throw you under the bus. And this person may have got mad at you for being real with them. But once you guys had that separation, it's like they realized that themselves, and they're like, wow, like pile number two was really just trying to protect me, like look out for me. They weren't trying to, it's like at one point they thought that you were being controlling, and now they realize that this was you trying to protect them out of love because you didn't want uh, fake people around this person, or you didn't want this person to confide in people who wouldn't even think twice of about fucking them over. You know what I mean? So be ready, pal number two. This person's coming back, okay? And I hope that this made sense and resonated with your situation. Um, if you like my content or my style of reading, feel free to subscribe. I don't know if I said this already, but if this resonated, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated with you and your situation. Um, and I post videos on this channel and I'm not consistent, but I am honest with my readings always. Trust and believe it, okay? If you want a personal reading or you want to check out my crystal shop on Etsy, the links are in the description box down below. If you watched up until this point, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. It means a whole lot to me. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 3. All right, those who chose pile number 3, we're going to get into your reading. This is for those of you who chose the Afghan Jade Tower here. How we're going to do it is I'm going to shuffle these oracle cards at the end of the reading. But to start off, we're going to shuffle the tarot deck and see, look into this question, right? So what would this person say to you now? How do they think of you? How do they view you? What are they telling their friends? Things like that. Okay, I already have a message before I start shuffling, but let me explain this first. I'm going to move this deck over to the side. My camera shifts in and out of focus, so just bear with me. Once there's a card laid out, it'll focus. But this is just heavy. This doesn't have to resonate with everybody, so if it doesn't, just give this reading a chance. But for some of you guys, I'm picking up on like a weird energy from a neighbor. And I don't necessarily know if you guys are asking about like this neighbor, or if this neighbor, like if this is you guys asking about a person that you were romantically involved with or were living with. I feel this energy of like a neighbor like trying to interfere, like a neighbor trying to get like on your good side, to interfere with your connection with your person. Okay, that doesn't have to resonate with everybody, but this is giving me really weird and creepy vibes and I don't like it. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, so what would they say now? I kind of want to know, I want to say, what do they think of you now? But I'm getting kind of pulled towards the question of like, what happened? Why is this neighbor thing coming up? I just want to get some clarity there first. And starting off, we have financial and material changes. Okay. Victory and success. This is very specific. I will say that. I'm going to try to make this a little bit more broad to kind of resonate with anybody's situation. But, take it how it resonates and switch the narrative if needed or if need be, okay? But here's what I'm seeing here. As I'm looking into kind of like what happened, why is like this energy of like a weird neighbor coming up, you know what I mean? What I'm getting here is that it's like, for those of you who are asking about maybe an ex, maybe you're still with this person, it's like, okay, whoever is on your mind, I see like this it's the first card we have is the financial and material changes, victory and success, material and spiritual prosperity, and destiny. And it's really feeling like things were falling into place between you and this person, and it's giving me the vibes of like a new home. It's like you guys moved in together or you moved to a different place together, and there could have been somebody there, such as a neighbor, that kind of really played that role in like things falling apart between you and your person. But I don't know. Tell me more about this. I feel like this story is it runs very deep. There's a lot of like detours to this story. Yeah, it's like everything was perfect and then it wasn't. You know what I mean? Between you and this person. Um, like I said, it was like everything finally fell into place. It's like you guys finally had the family you wanted or the home that you wanted. Um, it was going perfect, but then it's like somebody's ego is being stroked here. What is going on? Okay. We have power and love begins. Positive movement forward in reverse. Memories of love in reverse. Clarify this, please. Ah, yeah. Transformation in reverse. Okay. So it's like I said, you and your person, it's like things were going good. You guys finally made it to that goal that you guys had together, right? Um, but I feel like your person may have like cheated or invested in somebody else, or um, I'm hearing emotionally involved with somebody else here. Um, okay, there's a lot of different situations that are coming up because I'm hearing past triggers or traumas were being brought to light in this new place or this new um, beginning that you were in with this person. Um, things started going downhill after this goal was reached. Um, and instead of, it's so frustrating because I feel like you guys climbed this mountain together and it was going so good. You guys were such a good team together. Once you got to the top of the mountain, you're like, okay, it's easy gliding, it's easy gliding down. Like, hop in the sled, let's, have fun riding down this wave, this mountain, whatever. And it's like you ended up being in the sled alone going like 70 miles per hour down this mountain full of like cliffs and bumps and turns, and it's like you were by yourself during the fall. Like this person let you fall. Like this person like emotionally checked out. I just feel like it's a deep sense of betrayal here. Anything else that you want me to know before we continue? There are so many stories here. This may only resonate with one person, but for somebody, I'm hearing for somebody's situation, this person has passed on. Um, but again, like this story runs deep. This story runs deep. Okay. We have emotional loss, sacrifice, disruption in reverse, throat chakra, hope in reverse, and firm foundation in reverse, you guys. I feel like this person, they like up and left or like chose somebody else. Could have been the neighbor, could have been somebody in the vicinity, like in the new town. Um, it's like you finally made it to this goal with this person, and then this person just was ready to check out. They were ready to leave. Like they just kind of left you high and dry. Like, all right, that's it. I made it to my goal, and I want to I want to do this with somebody else, or I want to involve somebody else. It's like it does feel very heartbreaking. It and it does feel like this person told you, um, like just out of the blue, like I want to divorce or I want to separate, like just very much like what? It seemed very like it caught you off guard, but maybe things started to make sense as time went on, especially if there was somebody else involved here. All right, let's see. Let's see how they view you now. What do they think about you now? Okay, I I take that back. I will ask those questions, but I am being pulled to ask the question, do they regret what they did? So let's see. Does this person regret what they did to pile number 3? Oh yeah, that is very telling. I mean, like, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm laughing because it's like obviously, like we have victory and success, suffering and silence, and crown chakra, and this person, they do regret. They do regret it because you were such a good team player. Like you were in it for the long run, through thick and through thin, and this person, I feel like they decided to or they were the one that told you like I'm good, I don't want this, I'm over it type of thing. And I feel like they are going to regret that until the end, okay? Um, because with you they were so successful because you guys had a lot of inspiration and motivation and drive, and I feel like when they finally got to where you guys wanted to be, it may have even gotten to their head like, oh yeah, I did it, like I did it and I can do this by myself, or I can do this with someone else. Like I don't need pile number 3. And again, it's not that there's no love there or anything like that. It's just like this person became very like egotistical. You guys may have, for example, it's like rags to riches, right? It's like maybe moving from a rundown apartment all the way like across the state or the city or the country to a nice like gated like suburban type of community, and it's like it completely changed this person and they forgot where they came from, and you are a big part of where they came from. And they think about you constantly. It's like you are the one that got away, but they let you go. You know what I mean? And I do feel like they are around a completely different type of community that maybe they are used to, or maybe you guys, a type of community that you guys moved away from, or that you guys are familiar with together, okay? And I feel like the community that they are around, they are not very authentic and genuine people. It does feel like a lot of people put on like a facade. It's giving like people that have a lot of money, they want to act like the best or the greatest, but it's not, there's no authenticity there. And this person misses that about you, because that in you has never changed. And they still have yet to this day to find somebody with qualities that you have, but they can't, especially because of the people that they have surrounded themselves by. By they, yeah, I think that makes sense. We have, yeah, we have light, material, and spiritual prosperity. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like they definitely cheated here. Again, could be with a neighbor, someone in the community. Um, Deception and envy, mental conflict in reverse, the waiting game in reverse. They hopped on the first opportunity that presented itself to them because they had never been in a situation where that type of opportunity would have been presented to them. It was very brand new to them and they didn't know how to act. And it's not an excuse, but that's why they did what they did. It's like if a a normal person in society one day just, ran into their idol or their celebrity, and their celebrity, um, or their favorite celebrity or idol, asked them to, like, for their phone number or to go on a date, and like this normal person from society is married. um, you know Not everybody, but there most people would fold for that, because they feel like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but eventually down the line realize what it how valuable that thing was that they lost. And for in this situation, they are 100% aware of how bad they fucked up and have lost you. Because even though I feel like this person is still very well off, driving nice cars, living in a nice home, has like designer, I don't know, clothes, things like that, but they are really existing in that lesson of money is not everything, and money cannot buy happiness. Because though they have um, they have a lot of materialistic, um, like wealth, a lot of materialistic things, um, but they long for a person like you. It's not even a person like you. They long for you because you were the only thing that was real. And it's sad that it had to come to this for them to realize that. You know what I mean? Um, but I feel like they definitely feel like they understand why and how money can change a person, because people view you different when you are well off. Um, and I do feel like it's something that they regret. I feel like there's going to be this void in them forever. Like when other people, when they come across other people and opportunities like the one that they jumped on, that really led to this downfall between you guys, um, I feel like it doesn't even interest them anymore. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I dropped a card. Okay, so let's see. How do they think about you now? How do they view you? What would they say to you? Things like that. I do feel like what's going to come out is more of what they would say to you if they could. Okay. We have base chakra, and the first thing I'm hearing with that card is I'm sorry. I do feel first thing that they would do is apologize, um, for letting money or their ego get to their head, or their status, how people viewed them, whatever this is. I feel like because your guys's connection was very real, and I feel like that was one of your guys's morals, like to always be real, um, with each other. Like there was a huge sense of like respect. So like this 180 that they pulled on you was like, excuse me, what the fuck, you know? Um, I feel like they would let you know that they're so sorry, that it had to come to this, um, that they did what they did, and that maybe it's taken them a while to realize that they have changed and they're not proud of it. But with this, it's like this guy is standing in like a whole castle, and there's a little smaller castle in the background here, but he's looking sad. It's like he can't even face it. I feel like he couldn't. Maybe this could be whoever. I don't mean to say he. This could be anybody for you, right? But this man here in the picture, like he can't even face it this little castle back here, but this castle back here is giving me the energy of like home. But like there's a sense of shame and guilt here. And I feel like this person um, feels like they can't even face you because they are so disappointed in their actions and what they chose. Um, and they wish that they could go back, like go back in time. I'm telling you, this is one of their deepest regrets. And I don't necessarily know if you guys would forgive this person, because I do feel like you guys are very genuine and honest and wouldn't let things like money or status change you as a person. And it's like this person's like, I didn't think it would change me either, but here I am. And again, it's not an excuse, but that's how they're feeling. How do they view pile number 3 or anything else here for pile number 3? Okay. I feel like this person knows what the right thing to do is. And I want to say this person may have kicked you out of their house, or maybe you like up and left when they told you whatever it was that they told you. And I feel like the right thing that this person feels like the right thing to do is to give back, like to either you or to the community. It's like they feel like they don't deserve what they have. And maybe they don't, maybe they do. I'm not sure. Everybody's different, right? But I feel like they may be ready. They may come, and talk with you, or they may just surprise type of thing. Maybe anonymously. I'm not sure, how deep this goes, if this person is dropping off keys to their house or dropping off their money. But I feel like this person wants to give away everything they have and start from the bottom again, because they feel like that is what they have to do, because they deserve to do this, like start from zero again, because they feel like they don't deserve what they have, because you helped them. Together you guys did this, and now they're by themselves and they're not happy, because their happiness, it wasn't the money, it wasn't the big house or the cars or whatever, it was you. And so again, like they don't feel like they deserve this. So I feel like this person, again, like to make things right, it's like this person wants to uh, give you what they have, or again, like give back to their community. But this does kind of feel like a you thing, like give it to you because you deserve it. Like but again, I don't feel like this person is able to face you. So it's feeling more of like a surprise, like switching something over to your name, like paying everything off and giving it to you type of thing. I don't know. This is so interesting because I've never heard a story like this before. Um, we have positive movement forward in reverse. We have throat chakra. Oh, sorry. Throat chakra in reverse. We have crown chakra in reverse. Because it's like this person feels like if you were to do to them what they did to you, they would never want to speak to you again, or think about you again, or even look at you again. They know that this is big and just very bad what they've done. Um, and again, I'm getting this energy of them wanting to make it right, but I feel like this person can't even like really muster up the courage to talk to you. Um, I can't explain this other than a sense of this feeling like just real and raw of like you telling them like, okay, like you want to choose somebody over me, or like you want me to leave. That's what you want. Like make sure that's what you want before I walk out of this door. And I feel like this person was like, yeah, like confidently, yeah. And you're like, all right. And now they know, like, man, I just, I'm never going to get that back. And again, just deeply like regretting that. Okay, we're going to get one more card here. We have a, whoa. There's so much this person wants to say, but they physically feel like they can't. Okay. Um, Awareness in reverse, stand your ground in reverse, and spiritual strength. Okay, so I'm trying to see what the message is here, because it does feel like it very much is repeating itself, because it's kind of, it's very clear, like what this person thinks, like what this person would want to do, or want, I guess, want to do and want to say. um this is interesting though. I'm trying to figure out these last three cards, because there's a feeling of like, I'm just gonna trust it's gonna work out. I'm just gonna trust. Like, that's all I can do, because I can't talk to this. I can't talk to pile number three. I can't face them. I just have to do it. I just have to trust. And I'm not necessarily picking up on the exact situation, like what it is that they're trusting. It does feel like a form of action. There's a fear here, because this person is unsure of how you would react to them, either seeing them, or whatever action they're kind of like planning or preparing to do. Again, it does feel like kind of leaving you with like a gift. um, Tell me, what does pile number three need to know about this person? We have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Okay. And then warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So, um, though I feel like being paralyzed by fear is something that this person feels deeply. But this action, like that they're about to take, this like, I'm just gonna trust. They may come and show their face. Um, they may come. I feel like more than anything, they're coming with some sort of like action rather than words. You see what I'm saying? Like they may speak to you, but it feels like more of like giving you a gift or something that you deserve, like giving you something that they feel like they've taken from you, or that it's not fair that they're that they've enjoyed, or that they're enjoying, and you haven't been able to enjoy or have a part of. So then we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Tell me more. I want to say with this card, the way that they view you is very graceful. The way that you move is graceful, because you handled whatever went down here a lot better than how they would have. We have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. They feel like um, whatever happened between you guys again, however this went down, it's like you were able to kind of accept it for what it was, and move forward, whether it hurt or not, whether there were fights in between or not. It's like you still pushed through. You still found your own success from having to start from the ground up, just again. And I feel like they admire that about you. And we have rite of passage, crossing the threshold, and it's like you are somebody that holds a lot of strength. And um, again, it's like whatever they have, they feel like you're deserving of. So don't be surprised if somebody comes to you with a gift, whether it's big or small. There's something coming in here towards you. But yeah, it does feel like materialistic gift. I don't even know if you would call it a gift. It's something that's kind of owed to you, you know? Um, so that's what I have for you guys, pal number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. And if you like my style of reading or content, feel free to subscribe. I'm not consistent with posting, but I am honest with my readings, and I can promise you that. And if you want a more detailed reading, or if you want to check out my crystals on Etsy, the link's in the description box down below. And if you watched until the end here, I very much appreciate you. Thank you for your support. And that is all that I have for today's reading. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care.